Okay, so in last lecture, we have started with the third chapter, function. In the last point, we have seen the basics of C++ programming, where we have seen variables. Okay, where we have seen variables, then operators, then conditional structure. Okay, so with this now, today we are going to look for again some revision part of function, and then we will go for next implementation of the remaining part of the function programming. Okay, so if you look at the screen, so what we have in the syllabus, we have a simple function implementation, and in simple function implementation, again, if you see, call and return by reference. Now in last lecture also we have seen basically the function is divided into three parts. The first part is nothing but the function declaration, second function call, and third function definition. So are you remembering these three parts of function? Yes, are you remembering this? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in global way, okay, I will write it somewhere here. Return type, right? Then the name of function, and here if parameters are there, then I'm going to pass the parameter. Otherwise, I will just make this way. This we called it as a function declaration. Okay, now this is outside the main function, or you can say after you are using namespace line, there we have to declare first. Okay, I will make correct spelling. Now in main function, let's say if I'm having int main. Okay, in the body of this main function, here what I'm going to do, here I'm going to call the name of function. Okay, and this way, but what this function should do, या function नि काय केलं पाहिजे, this we called it as यालाच काय म्हणतात, function call. No, definition मध्ये काय असते, what that function need to do. Okay, here we are just calling function चं कॉल कुठे होते, function चं कॉल हे तुमच्या मेन फंक्शनच्या आतमध्ये होते. इथे काय करताय तुम्ही, फक्त फंक्शन डिक्लेअर करताय, बट त्या फंक्शननी काय केलं पाहिजे हे कुठे मेन्शन करताय तुम्ही. Again you will use the same syntax, but now what is the difference here, you are not allowed to give semicolon because you are going to define the body, what this function should do. Okay, and here I will write let's say this function need to only display, let's say hello. Okay, return type I'm having void and others. Void will not have any return statement. If other than void, if I write something here, let's say integer or boolean, so in the definition of this body I need to add one more statement as this way. Okay, return 0 if it doesn't return anything. Okay, so are you remembering this part? Yes, hello, are you remembering this? I'm not getting a response from your side. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now with this, like we have said the simple function, and now call, that means we are just using the name of function to call what that function should do. And return type, we just have mentioned, like if I'm having other than void return type, then I should have include the return. Otherwise, if I mention the function name with as a void, then my function will not return any value. Okay, so this was the general idea of the function. Now in the revision part, we will go again. What is the function? Function is nothing but a block of code that perform a specific task, and that task you are mentioned here in the body of the function. Functionच्या body मध्ये. Okay, so I will mention this. We called it as a function definition. Function definition. Okay, so these are the three parts. One is function declaration. Okay, I will make in other color. This is second part, calling the function, and this is third part, the definition, what your function should do. Okay, declaration मध्ये तुम्ही नुसतं declare करता. For declaration you have to have a return type, then the name of function, and if you have the parameters or not. Okay, it depends. Now it ends with the semicolon. When you are going to call that function, then you just mention the name of function. See, in previous lecture, some of the students have mentioned like this way: void and the name of function, then return type, as you have mentioned here. But for calling, it is not required to have the return type. Just the name of function is sufficient to call the body of the function. And again, here you need to mention the return type of the function, the name of function, and the body of this function. When I call this name of function, what that function should do is mentioned here in the definition. Okay, so for this we are having two different types, as we discussed in last lecture. One is standard library function and other is user defined function. In the standard library function, that means the body, that means here again I will go back to my previous slide. What your function should do, as like we have taken the example of cout. What this cout is do, what cout should do, it is mentioned here in the what iostream.h header file. ह्याचं definition कुठं असणार आहे cout या फंक्शनची? It is there in the iostream header file. Okay, so so that we are going to include all those header files here in the program. Okay, but this is we called it as a standard library functions, where we are not allowed to make any changes with the name of function. Okay, so if I execute, okay, so once again I will remove this part. Just check what this function should do. Cout, it should display whatever the contents are there. Okay, so this is the thing with the standard input library functions. But now we are looking for, yes, what? The user defined function. Now what is there in the user defined function? I will take the same example again. Here I'm going to write, let's say void, and the name of function, let's say I'm taking again greet, and here I'm just declare the function. I have just declared the function, and here what I'm going to do, I'm going to call this function. Okay, now when I call this function, if I run the program, so it doesn't return anything because I have not mentioned what this function should do. Okay, so for this again I will write the definition for greet. Okay, when you writing the definition, remember you need to erase the semicolon, because if you write the semicolon, that means this function declaration ends here. Okay, now we are going to write definition. I will write cout once again, and I'll write here welcome to function. Welcome to function programming. Okay, and I will end it here. Okay, just check when I run the program. So it has previously one string, hello world. Okay, it has previously one string as hello world, and the second is what I wish to print this welcome string message. So I'm going to put here. Okay, I will rerun again. Okay, this way. But if I wish, let's say I want some other sentence here. Hello, SY. Hello, SY electrical. See, this way. But if I wish to print my welcome message before all those things, then I will call this my first user defined function, and then I will print the message. See, if you have looked here, welcome to the function programming. And then as I have not given any like here, the next line character. /n. Okay, so it continues here. I will check now. Okay, so you'll find the difference. Where you wish to call, that is your choice, but you need to call inside this main function only. Okay, declaration and definition will be the outside of your main function. Okay, so are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there also in the last lecture we have seen the identifiers. That means what are the rules to give the name of function. Again, we'll revise. The name of function is nothing but the identifier, and for identifier, we'll not start the name of function with the number. We'll start with any letters, any alphabets, or underscore. Okay, and we don't have any space in between the name of my function. So this thing you need to remember. Now, how we declared, that part we have already covered. How to call just only with the name of function, and if there are the parameters, then pass the parameters and give semicolon. So again, here you need not to mention the return type of your function. इथे तुम्ही फंक्शनचा रिटर्न टाइप मेन्शन करायची गरज नाही. Okay, like this way integer, or if maybe you have declared function with void data type, sorry, void return type. So here when you are going to call the function, so you need not to mention the name of your return type. You just mention the name of function, and like if it has a parameter, otherwise open and close curly bracket and semicolon. So this is the problem statement for you. So what you need to do, you need to implement a function program, a very basic program. Just now I have shown you here. Okay, and you need to send me the screenshot. For what you need to remember, you need to remember 3 parts of function. What are those? Function declaration. Okay, I will make here comment. Function declaration. Here you need to call that function call. And third, function definition. Okay, so you need to use those 3 parts. Okay, I will put this compiler link in the chat box. Yes, is link available here in the chat box for all? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now click on the link and start doing the program. So what is the program? You need to implement simple function. Just now we have discussed, and send me the screenshot of it. See, if you is screen visible to all? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now read it once again. Implement a function program by passing the parameters. Parameters pass कुठे करतो आपण? Function name नंतर जे open and close curly round brackets आहेत. So we are going to pass the parameters, or also we called it as arguments. So we are going to pass here parameters. This is what my problem statement. Now, when I'm going to declare a function with parameter, I need to call the function with parameter only. Let's check if I erase this way. If I don't pass the parameter to my function, now check when I run the program, it will give me one error message like too few arguments are, see, this also we called it as arguments or the parameters. Okay, so in the replacement of one word, other word is used. Okay, either maybe sometimes it called it as arguments or sometimes it called it as a parameter. Now, what is the error in the main function? That means here, see, up to this part it is okay, but in main function what happened? Too few arguments to the function void number. Now, what is expected here? It is mentioned as the type. So I need to pass a value here. Okay, few parameters or argument. That means, let's say if I have given here two arguments, integer, let's say z, and here I declare, let's say b. Okay, and here let's say I have given only one, and here I have again int z. Okay, now just check again. It shows me error. Why it shows me error? Void, it has a few arguments. I have given the arguments. I have given the arguments to my function when I called, but what is there? Yes, what is there? It missed by one. When I declare, I have declared the two parameters, or let's say two arguments. But when it comes to the calling part, in the definition also, I have called two parameters. But when it is called, it get called in the main function. So there I have passed only one parameter. So again, we need to be very clear. The number of parameters as passed here in the declaration, I need to pass those many number of parameters while calling the function. Okay, now just check. I will run the program again. Okay, it's shadow parameter. That means I will use some other. P and Q. Right, raising an error for shadow parameters. See what happens actually, as I have already initialized here, the same in the body of this function, I'm trying to initialize it once again. So that is why it gives me an error of shadow parameter. Okay, so once it is initialized in the body or in the definition of the function, and if try to once again initialize the same parameters in the body of the function, so it gives an error like the shadow parameter. That means it is already there, and why you are going to declare once it again. So not necessary. Once you initialize the p variable for this number function, you can assign value to that number. Okay, if you check, the number will be 10 and 20. Are you getting this? समझते हैं क्या?
Yes, sir.
Now just check the declaration. It has two. If I remove, okay, if I remove this part and if I declare only one, but at the time of initialization, at the time of calling, if I give extra arguments, now just check, it also gives me an error, too many arguments. If you have giving less arguments, so it will raise an error, too less arguments. If you give extra arguments while calling the function, so it will give you the message as too many arguments. Okay, now one more thing here. While in the declaration, you are not required to mention the name of variable. You just need to mention of the type. म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही फंक्शन डिक्लेअर करताय of parameterized type, at that moment you need not to be declare the name of variable. इथे variable चे नाव डिक्लेअर नाही केले तरी चालतील, but make sure you have mentioned the type of your variable. सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचं काय आहे की तुम्ही व्हेरिएबलचा टाइप तिथे मेन्शन केलेला असणं गरजेचं आहे. ओके, I will write it here q. Just check. I will run it again. Okay, are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
You can mention the name of variable. It is always good to mention a name of variable so that we can remove our own confusion. म्हणून मी तुम्हाला एकदम सिंपल मध्ये सुरुवातीला काय केलं, इथे व्हेरिएबल आणि त्याचा टाइप कुठला आहे, व्हेरिएबल आणि टाइप कुठला आहे. So if you follow this practice, that is also good, but maybe in the MCQ part, maybe in MCQ, it may happens, you may find this way, and like you need to dig out the errors. मग तुम्हाला errors जर identify करायचे असतील, then you may, as this part is not covered to you, maybe this possibility. So you may call this line as an error because you will find only the data type, but not the name of variable. So if the name of variable is not mandatory, what is mandatory here? The type of variable. तुम्ही व्हेरिएबल कुठल्या किंवा व्हॅल्यू कुठल्या टाइपचे घेणार आहे त्याचा टाइप लिहिणं इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. इंटिजर or maybe character, integer, in any sequence, but data type of the variable must be present when you are declaring the parameterized function. येतंय का लक्षात? Okay, just check here, as I have not mentioned any variable, so in the definition also I will not mention any variable, and here I will initialize. Now here I have not initialized the p variable and the q, so I will write it here, and once again I will check. Okay, you will find this way. Okay, I will remove these two lines so that you will get the exact output. Okay, the parameter value 10 and 20. 10 I have initialized for p variable and q variable. This is first variable. This is my second variable. So value for p and q. Okay, and when it called, it will be assigned to this a local variables integer a and b. Now you may be worried. Here I have mentioned a and b. So can I write it here? A is equal to 10 and b is equal to 20. Yes, can I give these two variables here?
Yes, sir.
For this, you need to remember one concept of local variable and global variable. See, for your sake, I will go. Okay, instead of p and q, I have mentioned it as a and b. Already I have mentioned, I have initialized these variables here in the main function. Main function is start with this open curly bracket and it ends with this close curly bracket from 6 line to 10 line. Okay, and this we called it as a local parameter, local variables, because it is initialized inside the main function. So when such local variables are there, it cannot be accessed outside the function. Now just check, I will run the program. So what errors you are getting? See, up to this 10th line or 11th line, it is fine. Up to 12th line is also fine because we are not asking values of A and B. Now go to line number 13. If you check here, A was not declared in this scope. म्हणजेच काय की now we are in the scope of this function number. So here I have not initialized A variable, neither I have initialized the B variable. येते का लक्षात local variable आणि global variable मधला difference? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Because it is initialized inside main function. So here, okay, I will go for your sake. Just I will write cout. Okay, I will not call this function now. Cout. Sorry. Here I will write A is equal to 10. Cout A. Okay. Just check, as this function is not called, so it will not raise an error. So semicolon is missing. Yes, I have written this return statement before this cout, so it won't printed. Your return statement must be the last statement in the main function. Okay. Otherwise, if you have written earlier and if you write a logic after return statement, then it will end your program by return statement only. It will not go for further lines. Now just check. Now just check here. Cout A. What is A? A is 10. It is accessible within only this function. Okay. But if I wish to access it outside this function, okay, if I wish to make here as 100, again it will raise me an error. A was not declared here. So for that, what I need to do, I need to mention here int again. इथे मला काय करायला लागेल, परत ते व्हेरिएबल परत एकदा काय करायला लागेल, डिक्लेअर करायला लागेल आणि इनिशियलाइज करायला लागेल. And then it will give me the value for this. A is 100, B is 20. It will display the value for this 120, and again it will print the value of A, that is, which is local to here. Okay, 10. येतंय का लक्षात? This 100 value is belongs to number field. This 10 value is belong to local to this main function. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you need to remember the concept of local variable and global variable. Okay, so make a fast implement this program and send me the screenshot.